What up? What up? What's cracking? Trying something a little different today. 7 p.m. See how that works out with everybody. Sunday. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Who do we have on here already? We got, let's see, the homie born twice. The homie Raymond, Milo. Here we go. What's your take on snitching and ratting being cool in 2023, LT? Right out the gate. Here we go. I'm actually going to talk about that kind of stuff. The homie Brian, Robert, John Wick. What up? I really like that movie and I really like that handle. Where we at? Where we at? Got my cup of Pedialyte. 32 people on here. Smash that like button. Got my cup of Pedialyte, man. I be drinking Pedialyte when I want to stay hydrated. Let me know if you guys stay hydrated also. You got to drink water. Hydrate or die. That's what our drill sergeants used to tell us. The homie Ray, what up, what up, what up? Hell yeah, just going down the list, fellas, ladies, just going down the list. Let's see. Buenos dias, Ray. Money making Mike. Hater gave up HR. Tie score now. Chrysler technician always coming through. That's what's up. Breezy, where the booty bandits from Charlie Yard at. Smash that like button. The homie Enrico. 45 people on here. The homie Victor. Standing tall, looking good, ought to be in Hollywood, right? That's what our drill sergeants used to tell us too. Maria, what up, what up? Sending my regards as well. Sergio, buenas tardes. Oklahoma, what up, man? Okay, cool. Fresno in the pad, 51 people watching. Hi, I'm starting the program tomorrow. On the program tomorrow at San Quentin Prison. Any advice? Ooh. Yeah, don't trip. Don't trip. Gruesome Newsome just renamed that place the rehabilitative prison or rehabilitative center. Abuelita's Journey, what up, what up? I'm glad you guys are on here, right? 56 people. Dixon, person of very few words, right? But in there with the emojis. Giovanni, what's cracking? Harvey Green, here we go. Carlios, here we go. You got Southeast LA, Sela. What do you think about the Canelo fight? Man, I'm in the dark on that. I got to look into that. Is he fighting somebody? Sleeping on that one. Beautiful day in Central Valley. It was actually a beautiful day right here in San Diego. 54 people. 96 Vobra. All right, Pedialyte is good for the ED, Simon. I stopped doing that ED joke, the erectile dysfunction joke, because people were probably thinking like, pobre cabrón, the department really fucked the vato up. Like, can't even get it hard, right? Can't even get it hard, but all right, so here we go. Common sense. What up? The homie Beatus is on here too. We got all the regulars. What's up? Regulars in the pad. Damn, I didn't even know Canelo fought last night. The fuck? Sleep. Okay, so here we go. Had the book signing yesterday. San Diego. Went great. Went awesome. Good to see the fans there. Showing their support. Showing their love, right? Man, a couple things I want to talk about today. I came on scene, right, the YouTube scene, in December, a couple months back, right? Your boy came out here, everybody was feeling me out. Hey, what's this dude about? This dude's a pig. Oh, hell nah, this dude wears green. Man, right, all those rude noises, right? But anyhow, you guys accepted me, right? I kind of you guys felt me out. I put a lot out there. Stuff I still haven't put out there. The point I'm trying to make here is, do you guys see how the California Department of Corrections did not even acknowledge this? There's no doubt they saw me. They're number 4 on the, they're number 4 when you look at the analytics on who's watching your channel. Sacramento, right? I don't know that many Sacramaniacs in San Diego, right? But I sure know a bunch of administrators in Sacramento. So basically, 61 people on here. Smash the like button. What I'm trying to say is like, hey, look, man, if me, a lieutenant, right? That's just a rank. I already told you guys, I didn't care about the rank. If I left, right, and I told the truth, I exposed it, and they didn't give two shits, they didn't bat an eye, they didn't say, oh my goodness, we have corruption within our own department, we must overturn every rock. That just goes to show you, that in itself goes to show you that they don't be giving a damn about anybody but themselves, right? Took me a minute. Took your boy a minute. Actually, took me 16 years. 16 years to figure this shit out, right? I had to promote to lieutenant to see how grimy they are. They don't care. For the years, the family members of inmates protested at the prison. I was there. I was there on the CRT, crisis response team, on the opposite side, facing off with them, right? Making sure they didn't penetrate the institution, but security reasons. But the point I'm trying to make is they don't give a fuck about staff, civilians, inmates, inmate family members, right? And like, I'm not saying I'm done. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, hey, let's look at present, right? Today, I think I did a video on present. I don't know. I have ED. I don't know if I should recycle that joke or not. But anyhow, so I guess what I'm trying to say again is like, hey, man, us at the ground troop level, right? All the people I just named, to stop fighting against each other, right? And realize where that real problem is, man. I had to actually sacrifice myself to air that out, man. To air that out because it wasn't right. That's not right. That's unethical, right? To make it look like people are fighting at the bottom, and when it's in reality, it's up there. You know where it's at. You guys be knowing. So I just had to Hector for Secretary of Correction, in case you think he's an office tech, look at job. I just had to, today I was pondering on that. You know what I mean? It's like 64 people on here smash that like button. I'm like, man, these people are crazy. Like, what a concept. And I know you guys, a lot of you guys had asked like, oh, have they came after you yet? Or this and that. No, but I've seen certain little comments that kind of make my ears perk up, you know? But I'm thinking like, hey, why haven't they? Kind of even goes above them. I already told you guys I was talking to senators about this. I flat out let them know it was cracking. They just like, don't trip. Don't trip, young one. We got pockets to fill. You ain't on the payroll. You don't have a say in the matter. Damn, que gacho. Wow. Wow. Where's my sound effects buttons? So, my goddamn sound effects button. So, yeah, I just had to throw that out there, man. That's crazy. 66 people on here. Smash that like button. Hold on. I'm looking for my sound effects. There we go. That's what's up, Sergio. So, let me know what you guys, your thoughts on that, man. Because there's only one of me, right? But, man. For sure, Miguel. That's what's up, JT. Brian. Quick question. How did my ex-in-law survive in prison when that piece of crap dropped my nephew on purpose, all drugged up? I thought he'd die in there. You'd be surprised, Adrian. You'd be surprised. They get those charges when they look on the paperwork. It's called like not corporal injury to spouse, endangering the life of a child or something like that. Were you at RJD with Suge Knight? Yep, he was there. He was there, man. We not had like a sit down conversation, but in passing we would say what's up to each other. Big dude. Holy shit! What up, Philip? What's cracking, my boy? Is there another Prison Guard YouTube channel yet? Not that I'm aware of. But I do kind of foresee maybe some following suit. What? Holy shit! Michigan Wolverine. 76 people on here. Big Bad San Gabriel Valley. What up, Marco? 2-month-old baby. You see what I mean, Adrian? I actually have a what do you call it? Personal story about that. Like within my family, something like that transpired. Bullshit. The next time administration gives a care other than inmate a program, how they move up, it will be the first time. Damn, top tier. What's up? So 80 people on here. Smash that like button. We'll talk about yeah. Feel free to drop your questions in the Feel free to drop your questions right there in the comment box. Tapping in once again. I got you, Hector. That's what's up, Shanae. So I was thinking a good topic, right? Because there's like of them. Hector, you're the only one. I'm surprised I liked your channel. It was thank you, Weddle. You know, I just be keeping it real over here. Keeping it real, keeping it fair. So, with that being said, right, somebody had commented on one of the videos that I did. It was how to survive prison. And basically on that episode, I was talking about, like, hey, there's going to be rules that you're going to have to follow, right, as an inmate. Not our rules, but the inmate's rules, right? You can't, it's not a free-for-all, right? You have to mind somebody. So, like, somebody tapped in, and like they're tapping in right now. What up, Esther? Good to see you on here. Somebody tapped in, and they were like, man, it's a trip to hear from the other side. I didn't know that you guys, I don't want to say respected the program, but appreciated the program. So, that's the thing. Here's the real thing. People that have been in those environments, right? And not everybody, because you have some buffoons working there that shouldn't work there, right? They're all up in Sacramento. Here we go. So, and I was in Iraq before that, man. Your boy Hector right here, your boy has seen the most primal, what civilization boiled down to nothing leads to. Right? One man fighting another man to the death. Seen it over and over. I lived it. I lived it in the army, right? I lived it in the corrections. Yes, there has to be some set of standards. Like, do I agree with every rule that the inmates own politics, right? This is what we're going to call it. Inmate politics. Do I agree with all of them 100%? No, of course not, right? But there's some that make sense. There's some that keep people in line, keep things from progressing, keep things from spiraling out of control, from exploding. Like one of them is oh, look, somebody put mandatory routine. Philip right there. That's cool. Like mandatory routine, there ain't no harm in that, man. When these inmates used to get agitated at me, or not at me, agitated, I could tell it on their face. I would be like, hey, go knock out some burpees, man. Go knock them out. And then they would be like, oh, yeah. So like mandatory routine, top physical condition, right? And I stayed in shape throughout my career, throughout my life. Look around. Anybody can tell you there are some overweight correctional officers. Big old overweight correctional officers, right? You don't know if some people are coming and going because it looks like they got nalgas in the front. That's the truth, right? I'm talking about fupas. I'm talking about you sit down, you sit on your nuts, right? Because they're just so big, right? So physical fitness, that's good, right? What else is good? Reading, encouraging reading, like, come on, man. And so I'm going somewhere with this. The point is that, yeah, I was a fucking correctional officer, right? Green. But believe me, man, I had some fucking partners like buffoons, man, that were straight bitches and rats, man, straight up. And I can say that now. Like, I can look back, and I'm like, man, if I could, I would take off on you. If I could, I would slap the dog shit out of you, right? Not that I'm a violent person, but what I'm trying to say is, if those people got slapped around a couple times, I believe it would change their tune, right? The people that got to where they're at is because they went unchecked for so long. Damn, I can't believe I just said that. That's it. I think people need to remain in check, right? Checks and balances. Checks and balances. That's just an idea. Fupa. Yeah. Oh, drinking my Pedialyte, guys. I drink Pedialyte. I stay hydrated, right? I be staying hydrated. I judge by my pee. If my pee is yellow, I just got to drink more water. It's an old trick I learned in the Army. But anyhow. So yeah, man, there's some rules that what's up, Solo? Oh yeah, John Wick. Like intimidation and fear has no effect on a righteous character. So people are like, oh damn, Hector, you're courageous. You're courageous for doing this. Like, yes and no. Because I know those people. The people that are gonna come after me are not with my pinky. They get away from me with my pinky. Right? Like nothing. There's nothing there. Just like a little gnat. Because I could run circles around these fools mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Like, I just had to air this shit out, man. Ooh, I'm venting. Now, keep dropping your, fuck, am I on during the Dodgers game? Don't mind me, I'm fucking up your guys' program. But I want to thank you guys for being on here. Give us an instant of one of your own did that pissed you off, Hector. Man, I'll just start firing off right now, right? The guy that I let borrow my Captain Bars, right? I had a pair of Captain Bars hanging in my closet in case I ever got asked to act. I never got asked. Don't trip. So, this dude knew that I had them. Comes over. My dad's over, my compadre's over. We were all in the department, right? He shakes my dad's hand. He shakes my hand, gives me a hug, shakes my compadre's hand. We all know each other. I give him the bars. This fool turns around and writes me up, no less a month later. He writes me up because the warden and the chief deputy warden did not like me. Basically the chief. She's a snake. So, that kind of stuff me da asco. It's almost like you let somebody borrow your, it's like you let somebody borrow your nice pair of shoes for a job interview, right? And they turn around, they kick you in the ass with them. It's like, hey, are you kidding me? The word tact. The homie's been dropping the word tact. It's like there's no tact there, right? There was another guy, like if the warden and the chief didn't like you, right? They will use their little minions to do their dirty work. And this one didn't happen to me. It happened to one of my homies. They used one of the lieutenants. Oh, he was a sergeant. He was a sergeant at the time. They pretty much tell you, hey, go after this guy for us. So he wrote a memo saying that the dude was calling him racial names and this and that. I know my homie and like I know the situation. My homie goes under investigation for a year over something frivolous, over something fake. Of course he clears it. But imagine the stress. And what do they do to that one sergeant for doing the dirty work? They promote him lieutenant. Right now he's a captain. It's just that grimy shit, man. Have you received your retired badge yet? Oh, I didn't retire top tier. I resigned. Yeah, Philip is gacho, right? There was that. So it's just fuck, man. Like grimy shit. Like, and it becomes a problem when you start introducing them to your family members and your friends, your circle, and you're like, damn, you motherfuckers have no shame, no dignity. I just slap the shit out of you right now. And again, I'm not a violent person, but you guys see that shit. Hey, Panzon, you can't be asking me questions like that, bro. But hold on. Let me go down the list. But yeah, man, I just had to put you guys up on game, man. Hey, yeah, Louise, if you're in here, I see you right there. Thank you for that super chat the other day. Sorry I didn't get around to mention it, but I see you. And I appreciate all your quotes that you be dropping and knowledge on us. Just finished my 5K. Gonna cool down, listen to the homie Bravo. That's what's up. Get that PT in, right? Get that exercise. Fupa. Yeah, it looks like the nalgas in the front. Damn, what's up with this full solo rider right here? Oh, the homie Spinal. That was a dumb question to ask. What question did he ask? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I just can't answer questions like that on here. Or in general. Holy shit, the retired CO. What up? Hey, great meeting you yesterday, man. Check it out. Great meeting you, my boy. So, like, even doing all this stuff, I get to meet interesting people, man, of all walks of life. The retired CO is one of them. It was like just cool chopping it up, right? 90 people on here. Smash the like button. Saludos from Valle Imperial. That's what's up. I'm working out at home right now. That's what's up. Miguel, the retired CO is always coming through, man. He helps me out tremendously. Especially initially. And I guess that's what I was trying to say is that I was trying to find my own feet underneath me, right? Like when I got out, when I left the department, I was overwhelmed by a lot, right? About, well, fuck, having like, like my wife, I didn't really tell her I was going to resign, you know? Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Welcome to 2023. Go get the fucking lawnmower. When you're done with the lawnmower, go clip the fucking bushes in the front. I'm tired. Man, I'm tired. My dogs are barking. Joke. Oh, man. Yeah, there you go, Abuelita's journey. But imagine you come home. Imagine you come home and hey, you know which one of my favorite? My boy didn't tell his wife. That's a true story. That's a true story. I'm like, I can make it, right? I can make it. I'm not a fucking dummy. I can make it, right? The problem with my way of thinking is not everybody thinks like me. So they're panicking, holding on to the chair, right? Oh, this motherfucker's doing some stupid shit again, right? What's up? What's up, Larry? So, what up, Sanjo? All the way from Michoacan, Mexico. That's what's up. But, nah, it's cool. I guess, what are we in, man? We're in May 7th. Can you imagine she come home and had a fucking weed whacker? Have I ever intercepted a drone drop? Not personally, but drone drops get intercepted all the time. I'll say it. I'm out now. Maybe, just maybe, the California Department of Corrections gets a tip from other agencies. Just maybe, right? A little birdie in the ear, like, hey, there's something flying above your prison. I don't know if you know what that is. I don't know. It ain't nothing to me. The department didn't want me, right? So, well, it's not that they didn't want me. It's just that, it just didn't work out, right? Oh, the honey to-do list. Can you believe it, man? I have holy shit, 134 people smashed that like button. Also, right now is a good time to announce the Patreon, right? The next 5 people to sign up for the Patreon will get the top tier perks. Hit that link right there. But can you believe that my 4-year-old daughter did me a honey to-do list today, man? It straight said clean the rug, clean the counters, take your shoes off, put them away. I'm like, damn. Damn, right? But, I mean, I'm cool with it, I guess. Wait, you can still get a retired badge. Resignation has nothing to do with it. Really? Never even knew that. I gotta look into that. Right? How did you get to interview Rudy Lopez? I got a lot of good feedback from that guy. Just through meeting people through the YouTube. He tapped in, I tapped back, and we got it going on. She thought I was on a sick one. She knows that I'm always up to like ridiculous, like I'm a wild one, man. I'm a wild individual. I'm like a horse that can't be broken. I'm over the road trucker that enjoys your channel. That's what's up, Kelly 10. Appreciate it, man. Oh, any celebrities housed in institution you were working? Yeah, I guess you can call them celebrities, but you had the Menendez brothers, you had Suge Knight, you had Sirhan killed one of the Kennedys. You had Tex Watson. He was like one of Charles Manson's little minions. Who else did you have? A rapper called, not Exhibit. No, not Exhibit. Some type of rapper. Damn, what's up, top tier? That's what's up, Domingo. Chicago showing what's up. So yeah, go ahead and drop your questions. Let's tap in. Let me know what's up, man. Dubs called Tehachapi's CDC's dirty little secret. True? I have never stepped foot on Tehachapi. Yeah, X-rated. What the hell did I say? Exhibit. I've never stepped foot on Tehachapi. Never even been to the parking lot. Never even been near that prison. I don't know. Hector, is it true some prisons have a thing where if prisoners have cell phones, they are cut off, and so how aren't your cell phones affected? Yeah, that's true, Philip. Like over there in Centinela, they had those towers. They didn't have them before, right? Then they came in and they put them up, and they were cell phone blockers, jammers. So if you were inside the prison, you try to make a call out, it would hit you with some type of automated thing like, hey, the phone you're trying to use is in a restricted area. You can't use this. But, of course, the inmates figured out a way to bypass that. I don't kind of want to give up game on here, but they figured out a way to easily call out, right? But yeah, I would be on minimum yard with my cell phone. I wasn't supposed to be having it. I think you can like surf the internet, but you can't make a call out. I can't remember. It was a while ago. Any dealings with the almighty Latin Kings Nation? Hey, Domingo, they don't be having those over here in the California Department of Corrections. Like, there's no Latin Kings. There's no gangster disciples. 52 people on here. Smash the like button. They don't have any of the those types. It's pretty kind of simplified when it comes down to the gangs because they get narrowed down. Brother just got hired at CMC. CMC's a good prison. Corcoran, Shoe, New Folsom, Pelican Bay. Damn. All on one stretch. Damn. Some fucking hardcore prisons right there. With that reputation. But yeah, tap in, ask your questions, man. I just wanted to say what's up to everybody. And doing a project for my niece's quinceañera, but I'm loving your live. Been missing it, too much work. I set my alarm for this one. That's what's up, Rudy. That's how we watching your live right now. No cell block here. Damn, top tier. How about the fresh bread on the 2-yard? Yeah, this is the first time I ever done a live at 7 p.m. I was like seeing what's up with these. What's up with everybody? They available right now, you know. I don't like to be intrusive. I ain't going to be hitting you guys up at 5 p.m. when you're rushing out of work, trying to have dinner, you know. Hey, brother, when are you going to do an interview with David Politis about missing 411? The serious people are going missing. Who and what is that? Paroled, never turned back. That's what's up, Weddle. Keep pushing forward. Yeah, Sergio, a bunch of haters and backstabbers. It was Gacho, man. Lieutenant, really appreciate your content. Coming from a retired Sureño, I've been around the block, and it's a breath of fresh air to hear the dirt on the CDC because it's there. You see it. I'm telling you, Rudy. And this is just me putting it out there like facts. You know, they pay you so damn good, man. They pay you so good. I can see how this went on for so long. Oh, I couldn't do it. You know, probably if I would have never had a 4-year-old daughter, right? I'd probably still be there. I was just a fucking grunt in the trenches, man. I was just pushing, right? Pushing, going along with the BS, being a pawn in the game. I believe everything happens for a reason, right? For sure. Have you received any backlash from administration? No, not yet. I was kind of surprised, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they did or when they do. I'm not really tripping. Like, I already left, man. Now that would just be blatant. Oh, Altia's pulling up to the LA book signing. That's what's up, Victor. On my Instagram, Hector__Bravo. Put the little flyer right there. Hey, what's up, Mob Entertainment Group? We had a good interview going too, man. Is there more violence on GP or PC yards? Some can be. That's a good question. Some beg to differ. Okay, GP yards are pretty violent, but from what I've heard, in a real PC yard, like let me see, Salinas Valley, High Desert, I think maybe even Calipat, I'm not sure. Those PC yards be active, a lot of stabbings. I'm glad I did not get hired with CDCR back in 2010. It was still manageable in 2010. You've been all right. I'm sure there's a big difference between county custody and state custody for sure. Just bigger. Damn, who is this Dave guy? I gotta look this person up. Never even heard of him. Angeline, what up with those little eye rolls that you're putting right there, the emojis? Hector, there's a new documentary of Melendez Bros and possible new evidence. There was some Donovan Features pic of a day room in their cell. Do they get special treatment when media shows up? Damn good question, Luis. Let me tell you something. Those Melendez brothers, man, they were there, right? They were there, like right in front of me. Like, if I wanted to, I could have said, hey, man, come here, I'm going to pat you down, right? They would have had no choice but to come over. I would have patted them down. I purposely avoided them like the plague. I purposely gave them the cold shoulder. I purposely ignored them because of how they came off. They came off as entitled. Let me give you some examples. there was some news for something else, like a Facebook Live type of news thing. Whenever the media came for something else, these dudes were always trying to get like in the shot of the camera, right? Like entitled, like. And then sometimes they would try to gain access into areas that they did not have access to by doing that, by trying to come out on camera. And that, so either me or somebody would be like, hey, get out of here, right? Like, you're not here, you're not on this list. But you can see what they were doing. But they felt entitled. Then they would look at you, the CO, like, who are you? Who are you? Don't you know who I am? That's that BS. So I purposely just like, hey, nobody's, right? Nobody's. Holy shit. What up? What up, the Jabs? What's up, my boy? So, thank you. The Jabs coming through. Keep up your great content. You're awesome. I appreciate that. I try to mix it up for you guys, you know? 97 people on here. Smash that like. If you haven't already signed up for that Patreon, head over. The next 4 people to sign up will get the top tier perks. So yeah, Louise, you can kind of hear what I'm saying. All right, Angeline, just making sure. Holy shit! What up, homie? Hang out. Good to see you, man. There we go. To the homie hangout. Josh right there, the homie Rascal. If you guys haven't already head over to the homie hangout channel, go subscribe, show the homie some love. The way he carries himself, the way he talks, that dude has a lot of knowledge of the department and experience. Hey, somebody asked, is there any way you can interview Boxer Enriquez, the one that just paroled? Man, we're on a live right now. I was going to do a whole video on my thoughts of Boxer Enriquez, right? Well, we're barely new into this live. We got almost 100 people on here. I'll talk about it. Hector, what are your thoughts about Rene Boxer Enriquez? Former Mexican Mafia member, author of the book The Black Hand. Hypervigilance, what up? Brian, what up? What is your thoughts on the individual? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you with the parole? Hector, you've been around the block, man. You've seen some things in your life. Can you read the guy? Yeah, all of the above. Here was my thought on him. All right. For the record, I did buy his book. This was years ago. Whenever it came out, because I was always trying to educate myself. I was always trying to gain knowledge on I'm going to keep it real, on who I was going up against. Inside the prison, right? Because I was wearing green and they were wearing blue. That's who I was going up against. So, and I'm keeping it real. That was past tense, right? Right now I'm a free bird, right? That Leonard Skinner song. I bought that book, right? Informative, very informative. Good pictures too. I like the pictures, right? Sometimes when I buy a book, I just see if it doesn't have no pictures, I'm not buying the book, right? That's it. Bottom line. Like a kid. So, I've watched a lot of his YouTube. Try to get Boxer on your podcast. I tried to get. Well, I tried to get. What the fuck was I saying right now? I gotta concentrate when I'm telling this. 102 people on here. Smash that like button. So, I watched a lot of his YouTube interviews. He's getting interviewed by SSU agents. I don't even know what SSU stands for right now. It's just been your boy. It's just FBI agents, police officers, detectives, and he's giving good information up. It's what do you call it? An interrogation, an interview. And yes, beneficial. It's beneficial because if you're looking at the time frames, the 90s, the early 2000s, some of that stuff probably law enforcement did not know about that, right? The inner workings. Probably, more than likely not. right? Because things change, generations change, technology changes. I mean, it's a cat and mouse game. Definitely a cat and mouse game. But at the end of the day, he still was who he was and did what he did. Do I feel that he was remorseful for his crimes? I don't think so. My personal opinion, right? I can read people. It was almost a game of, I'm going to do this so that I can get this, right? I'm going to give up information and continue to give up information in hopes that they grant me parole. And it worked. It definitely 100% worked, right? Yeah, Special Services Unit, SSU. So, not that that was bad, not that that was good, but that's how I seen it, right? That's how I seen it. I'm like, do I feel that the individual is going to recommit a crime of that magnitude? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't feel like he's going to go out and murder somebody else or have somebody get murdered. No, I believe the dude learned his lesson and right, he's out now. He's wherever he's at, right? I don't be knowing, nor do I want to know. It's not good to know those kind of things, right? It's not good to know. It's better not to know things at times. But that's my take on it. Forgive me, but I just couldn't be anywhere on YouTube where Boxer might be. And that's what I'm kind of talking about. Like, so they asked me was to interview him. I'm like, I really don't kind of. He took a few lives and ordered hits, no parole, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. Boxer did not deserve to be released. Cool. I didn't want to come out and flat out say it, right? But that's my opinion as well. He's out now. There's no, you can't throw a fishing line and bring him back in, right? Oh, Randa, what up? For sure. Keeping you guys up on game. Boxer could have been anything he wanted to be. The way he talks, the word he uses, if he would have went in another direction, probably could have been something great. Yeah, but I also see that as besides a manipulation tactic. Besides, right? And I'm not blaming the guy. That's just the way he is. That's his mind, his person. He's built like that. Like, it's not necessarily narcissistic. It's more of a manipulator, a master manipulator, for sure. But yeah, the dude he played the game. He won the game. Till now, they did kill his son in Vegas or something like that. That's unfortunate. Like, man, that the game is grimy. The game is cutthroat. But yeah, you guys are tracking the same thing, right? Like, I mean, you guys are on the same page. You guys agree with that. 100. Well, I got Abuelita's Journey. I got how many likes? 77 likes on my end. But yeah, ask your questions. That was a good one about Boxer Enriquez. Hey, what up, Linda? We got to do that follow-up interview. Everybody loved that first one. Thoughts on the killings at CTF and Folsom? Youngsters will get their number called. Yeah. You should interview Boxer and ask him tough questions. Nah, that dude, like, he'll either avoid the tough questions or re-divert my questions. Who allegedly killed his son? That's a question. That is an answer question I'm not even going to ask. I meant if he was never from a neighborhood or in a gang, he probably could have been something great. Yeah, like for sure. Yes, 100%. Like a businessman. Well, he was a businessman, but like a businessman, corporate or something like. I'm not saying I'll unsubscribe. I just won't see that interview. No, I get it, Weddle. I totally get it. We're all great on something, and he was great on what he did. Yeah, yeah, he was great at what he did. I, that guy, individual X-rated. I don't think I've ever. I can't point him out. Like, 102 people on here. Smash that like button. There you go. Change the topic. The guy is not even worth mentioning. It was a good little run, though. Good little love from PBSP. What up, Mercado? Actually, there's somebody else that I would be interested in interviewing, right? This individual has not been interviewed thus far. This person at some point in time was extremely great at what he did for his organization, right? And I had many conversations with this guy. Picked his brain a lot. And yeah, he may or may not have been from King Cobras. May or may not have been. What do I miss from TDCR, if anything? Probably like the good friends, right? The good friends, the laughing. A lot of ball busting, man. A lot of busting chops, a lot of clowning. I want to do a whole entire video on nicknames. Nicknames, these people are ruthless when it comes to giving other people nicknames. Man, wow. One that comes to mind is Huevo de Hule, right? Huevos de Hule. It just continues. It's just never ending. I would love for everybody to tap in from their institution with the nicknames that they've heard. Thoughts on new Folsom deadly force incident? Somebody please, you are the third person to tell me that. When did this happen? Because I am clueless about this. Let me know when this happened. And if you know if it was what yard, and I could probably in my head figure it out. Right? What was the CEO's thoughts when PBSP emptied shoe and turned it to a level 2 GP? Well, when they emptied the shoes in 2014, 2015, your boy Hector was like, oh, hell no. Like, I'm telling you at that time. Like, oh no, they opened the floodgates, right? Everybody is going to be mayhem. It's going to be carnage, devastation. No, I'll tell you one thing. When they released those guys, I did not see a black versus Mexican riot after that, wherever I was at. Prior to that, these blacks and Mexicans were getting off, the whites, the Mexicans. Like, when those individuals came down, right? They came down and they reeled it in. They reeled it in. I was talking to somebody earlier too, and they were like, we're trying to figure out what changed between the 90s and the 2000s and where we are now. And the crazy thing is, right, because I love to go deeper into why things were broken, how things got fixed. You don't think maybe because they put those heavy leaders away for 20 plus years that it caused, what the hell did it cause? It caused, well, whatever, lack of structure, yes, there was measures in place, right? There was measures in place, but just think about had they not went away for 20 years, what the department would look like now. Just think about that, right? It got out of control. It got out of control for sure. What are my thoughts on inmates with tablets? I think the tablets are good as far as like, hey, for visitations, it's probably gonna take a lot of the pressure off of the visiting cops, the sergeants, the lieutenants, and for inmates, like the convenience of being able to see their family. Now, I never heard of X-rated. They always used to say, oh yeah, that's X-rated or X-rated over here, but I never I wasn't like, oh, who's that or what? I was just kind of drinking my coffee, yelling at the computer. How do I feel about myself now? God plan? I feel like it was God's plan, straight up. I feel alleviated. I feel rejuvenated. I feel no stress, right? My dog hasn't been kicked since I resigned. It's a joke, right? Feel good. $115 people on here. Smash that like button. What was my nickname? What the fuck would they? Well, it varied. I can only one time I got forced into signing a memorandum to letting an inmate bring a guitar into visiting, where he serenaded his girlfriend to propose. They started calling me Lieutenant Coco because that movie Coco, right, with Miguel came out around that time, cartoon. Oh, Bird Box Lieutenant. Remember the show Bird Box on Netflix where they couldn't see the monsters, right? They used to call me Bird Box Lieutenant because I purposely would not want to see any fights or violence or anything at RJD that was going to get me caught in a wreck, right? So if something was cracking off, I'd purposely go blind, right? Just sit there blind. Can't tell me that I saw anything because I didn't see anything, right? Bird Box Lieutenant. For the record, nobody can tell you what you heard or what you saw, right? Huevos de hule. Yeah. What are the best tacos in San Diego? I like Tacos del Gordo. You cannot go wrong with Tacos del Gordo, right? Are there probably better places? Yeah, but that's just right off the top of my head. We need a long leadership video. I'm always giving my guys the being a great leader talk, and I think your leadership talk would be something I could use and show the guys to help build foundation. I got you, Smokey, the local bear. I got you. I'm huge on leadership. Did you ever go into Mexico to party as an 18-year-old having been in Brawley? I did not. After I came back from the army, I would go down south. Mexicali. You know, the big house, La Casona, Meow Meow, Nido, La Mosca, right? I was wild back then. Can you elaborate on a deadly force in New Folsom? You guys need I kind of want to Google it right now because I don't know anything about that. Last Monday, CDCR posted. What are we on? Sunday? How the hell did I miss that one? I missed it. American Top Gunner, you just moved to San Diego today? That's what's up. Hit me up, bro. Hector, you ever been around anyone from Peni? Public enemy number one. Yes. Yeah, but I couldn't. I was young and new, and I couldn't differentiate between Peni and the other ones. Nazi lowriders. Fucking whites were with the business, let me tell you. Those whites do not play around. They're not even deep. They're not even deep in numbers, but they are with it. I opened D-Yard at Pleasant Valley Level 2 in 2017. That's crazy. That must have been weird being in those shoe cells. Inmate was physically choking another until he went out. Staff used batons and spray with negative results. The tower took the shot. I never heard of that. I never seen anything like that where an inmate's choking another inmate and then the officer shoots. Not saying that he's wrong. I just never. Staff used batons and spray with negative results. If you're using a baton, you're within arm's reach of the inmates. If you're choking somebody out, your arm's wrapped around their body. Like that 223 is going to go through people. More than one person. I don't know. Kind of don't want to speak. Kind of don't want to speak any more than I already just spoke on that. It's just kind of. Man. Tablets are already being abused. Oh, yeah, that's the negative with the tablets. They know how to like hack them. They know how to be probably getting pornography, right? Calling out when they're not supposed to be, stuff like that. What up, AI Vega? What's cracking? Santa Ana, that's what's up. I'm just going down your list of questions. Keep firing them off. Love chatting with you guys. Love catching up. Yeah, Coco. You like that, Philip? Balls of rubber? Yeah, top tier. You better stick to that story, LT. It's not a lie if you believe it. Hong Kong, more leadership videos. I got you guys. I'm glad you guys are asking for leadership videos, man. I'm going to tell you guys, be honest with you. When I left the department, I'm like, man, I'm going to go on this YouTube. I'm going to give leadership videos, right? I'm going to rowdy up everybody. It was like, wah, wah, wah. Nobody appreciated my leadership videos, right? Fucking telling my friend, like, man, dude, fuck. And he's like, we're thinking, and then the whole Fresno Bulldog integration happened. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to speak on this. I know I have some experience with these bullshit integrations. That put me on the map. That put me on the map for sure, right? And the rest has been history, but I would like to talk about leadership again. I love leadership. Oh, I hear you, top tier, but that's kind of weird though, man. What up, the mass law student? Yeah, also show the mass law student some love. Go over there, like his, subscribe. Interviewed him on this channel. Oh, here's a good question. What's up, big dog? Are cops allowed to use hands and feet to fight for defense? Yes, 100%. What that is called, depending on what time you came into the department, that is called non-conventional use of force, meaning that you were not trained on that, right? Like let's say Lieutenant Bravo is hard at work at his desk, right? Here's a good example. I should be an instructor, right? Let's say Lieutenant Bravo is riding the warden, right? Like, right, upset. And the inmate comes over and he just fucking smacks me in the back of the head, right? Hey, what's up, LT? Right? I have my pencil and I hit him over the head with a pencil. Boom. Right? That is non-conventional use of force, right? Because I was within policy, like, all right, let's say I hit him on the shoulder. Hitting him in the head is kind of too much. Say I hit him in the shoulder, right? I used force that I was never trained on. I was never trained to use this pencil for force, but I did so in order to gain compliance, overcome resistance, effect custody and arrest, and subdue an attacker, right? Those are the criteria for using force. So yeah, that goes no different. That was a big giant pencil, but same thing. I'm chilling, right? Yelling at the computer because I got a stupid fucking email. I get attacked from behind. Boom. Next thing you know, your boy, I was going to say it's like Ryan Garcia, right? But no, I'm not going to go down like that. Your boy's like Tank, right? In this one. And I'm just like, whah! Right there, right? And I liver shot the inmate. I was not taught to be giving left hooks, but that is non-conventional use of force. Damn, I can't believe I just, can you use a full Nelson on the inmate? You missed the last live where I talked about the Bulldog Nelson. That was a good one. Only once I've seen a white do something. He killed his cellie and then they found him dead and he was eating an apple. See what I mean? The dude probably got hungry in the process of killing his cellie. Physically exerting, right? I got you, Smokey Loco. The bear don't trip. Go to my Instagram, Hector__Bravo. I be dropping some leadership gems there too. I'm going to pick it up. They call this, oh man, Sinead, here we go. They called this one female officer No Te Muevas from The Godfather because she looked like Al Pacino in that movie. Oh my God, she actually did. Too funny. Wow. There was another nickname called Two Scoops. Two Scoops, right? They used to call this lady Two Scoops. Because when she would wear her Class A pants, you could see the fupa and then you could see the panza, right? It was like 2 scoops down there, 2 scoops of ice cream. No mames. Man, what other ones? Why do COs like burritos, donuts, and sugary coffee? I feel offended, but you're not wrong. I was grocery shopping right now. 2 hours ago, I was grocery shopping, right? And I noticed since I don't work at the prison, I don't feel like eating like overindulging in food, man. It's almost like, I'm like a normal person. I don't have to overeat. It's almost like an addiction to eating when you're in a stressful environment. But yeah, burritos, donuts, and sugary coffee. I think because it's easy, people, the inmates have spreads, right? They have spreads. Well, the officers have spreads too. People want to bring forth a lot of food or drinks for the coworkers, right? And it's a way of, look at the Last Supper. Jesus, breaking bread. Breaking bread is a way to bring people together. That's where it comes from. Can you make workout videos? I got you, Chrysler Technician. It was nice. This is the retired CO right here, the homie. It was nice to chop it up with you yesterday. It was cool picking your brain. You have a great family and your pop is a trip. I'm about halfway reading your book. Good reading. Thank you, retired CO. Yeah, my dad was right there, man. Telling old school war stories, Sentinella AdSeg 1993. They just don't make it like that anymore, man. They don't make AdSeg like they used to. They don't make prison like they used to. I'm from OC and homeless is crazy. Was just in the Gaslamp Thursday. Little Italy. Homeless look different down there. All bare feet and right on the street. Goddamn, bro. How do your homeless look? Suited and booted? They got the no shower shoes in the day room policy. I never really paid attention to the homeless feet, but I would imagine half of them don't have shoes, right? Probably like, man, I don't know if I could be homeless. Well, yeah, I could be homeless if I didn't have a choice, right? But I wouldn't want to be kicking it in downtown. I'd just go to the beach. Lieutenant, can you use a full Nelson on an inmate? I would think that you wouldn't have to, right? But I think in a fight for your life, you're probably going to use whatever you could. Yes, don't hit him on the head with that pencil unless you have GBI. Yeah, great bodily injury. There's criteria for this. This homie knows it. 2 scoops. Let me know what other nicknames you guys got. Oh, there was one guy that, oh, man, what the fuck? They got so many. God damn, it was hilarious. Best advice for report writing. Okay, the best advice for report writing that I'm going to give you is do not copy your partner's report. And I'm being serious with you. This is what OIA, this is what the Office of Internal Affairs is getting people on. Now, right? Because they're always trying to get people with something. They've always kind of done this, right? Do not corroborate with your report writing, right? Don't get caught up. Holy shit. I'm going to give you guys some advice right now. Do not send anything via email at all. Ever. Nothing. Don't do it. Just don't do it, right? Don't be trying to holler at girls via email. Don't be. That email is very monitored, man. Dropping gems on you guys here. Don't do it. And all I'm telling you guys to do is just stay out of trouble. Don't do it. On May 1st, how did I miss this? At approximately 6:04 p.m. Okay, so evening chow, right? Count time must have just happened. Evening chow. Correctional staff observed Mario rushing and another incarcerated individual in an altercation. Mario Rushing. Oh, his last name's Rushing. Right. Rushing was observed choking the other incarcerated person. Damn. That's interesting. I don't know. It rendered him unconscious. Probably could have killed him. Lots of those guys landed on level 2 and they're doing yoga. Yeah, they be having the yoga program there. Quickly responded, first issuing verbal orders to get down, which were ignored. Officers then used chemical agents and lethal measures, baton. When the other man appeared to lose conscience and go limp, an officer fired his Mini 14 rifle. Damn. That's a trip, man. What happened to the victim? The victim the victim wake up and be like, hey, mom, I don't want to go to school. What the hell? Covered in blood and shit. I hate to sound calloused, right? But like, imagine, bro, you're in a fight, right? It happens in UFC all the time. You get knocked out. You wake up, there's a dead person next to you. What the fuck? Hell nah. Like, don't do it, Spinal. What are you talking about? The email? Lieutenant, respectfully, did you write tickets for people horseplaying? The officer was in... No, I didn't. The officer was in CSP SAC and was less than a year in. Oh, man. Like, on a serious note, like, man, that's just a... Like... Right, everything is perspective. Everything is perspective. It is what that officer saw during that time. right? That's what the use of force needs to be judged with, right? Per case law, Graham versus Connor, right? So there's no Monday morning quarterback. There's no picking apart video footage. Like, if that cop saw what he saw and saw somebody go limp, hey, everything is telling. I mean, I'm not the cop, but everything's telling like, hey, this dude, hey, all right, your boy is a lieutenant. Your boy mind works like a fucking racehorse. This is what I would say. This is what I would say. This is what I would say, right? But you guys are not me and I'm not you. I would say, hey, on this day I observed this inmate choking the shit out of another inmate, right? Just a couple days, there was something that transpired in New York. One man choked out another man, killed him. I'll be damned if I let anybody die on my watch. I raised my hand. Preservation of life is number one. Sanctity of life is number one. I had a clear line of shot. I waited till my partner moved out of the way, and I fired in order to preserve life, period. Don't let me go talk to a lawyer. Let me go talk to a union. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me, right? That's what I would say. Damn, you see how your boy is, you see that? And I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. That's probably what the kid saw. That's exactly, man, motherfucker watching the news, right? See people getting choked out to death on the news. It's like, holy shit. It's like a choking pandemic going on around here. Wow. You can learn a lot about prison on YouTube. You don't while in prison. That's true, Weddle. Hey, who's to say people don't die of chokeholds? And I don't watch the news, but I know that they were making a big deal about the guy dying from a chokehold. It happens. The other incarcerated person was treated at an on-site medical facility. No other staff were injured, and inmate manufactured was discovered at the scene. There you go. Damn, Kodak Film, you left the biggest part out. An inmate manufactured weapon was recovered at the scene. What almost happened to you? Not sure. You almost got choked out, or you almost had to shoot somebody. Hello, can you please give free staff women tips on working in an active yard? Yeah, Z, somebody else had asked me this question. I guess if you're a female free staff, oh, did you say female? Yeah, free staff women. Oh man, Crescent, the officer shot 47 times and the grenade is still kept going. Period. That's a wrap. Like, the dude's good. Man, you guys made it seem like, well, maybe I interpreted it crazy. It's been a minute, man. I'm a little rusty. Well, somebody asked me what was my take on that situation. There it is. There was a fact. The dude had a weapon. They fired the 47 times, threw a grenade, pepper spray, baton. Hey, this dude's going to kill him. There it is. I really don't like speaking on behalf of other people, right? Like, or Monday morning quarterback. That's what it's called. I don't like doing that. So you're a free staff, you're a female. My advice is understand your environment. This is a prison, right? This is a prison. There's incarcerated people in here. There's deprived people, deprived men that haven't been around women in a very, very long time, right? They are, and this is inside prison, man. what can I gain? What can I gain? What can I gain? Can I gain drugs? Can I gain cell phones? Can I gain some booty, right? Like, what can I gain? So if you have that in mind, like, oh, they're trying to gain something, I'd be on point. If I were you, I would wear your alarm. If you are in interaction with like a hostile interaction, like a dude starts cussing you out or throwing shit in your direction or put hands on you, hit your alarm. By all means, don't just try to. Happened so many times. They would come to the office like a week later and drop a memo. Hey, on this day, this happened. He's trying to kill me. I'm like, oh, that's an incident. That's an incident, lady. Like, now I got to go find this guy, put him in handcuffs, send him to the hole, do this big old threat assessment, right? Like, there's a process. There's a method to the madness. Bloodthirsty COs. Poppy Pet Paris. I don't think the guy was bloodthirsty. I think if he was bloodthirsty, he would have went with the Mini 14 first. Clearly, he went with the 40 millimeter less than lethal weapon first. Right? Bloodthirsty. I don't think that cop wanted to take another human's life. Probably praying to God he didn't have to take another human's life. Right? Bloodthirsty. Speaking of bloodthirsty, I'm almost out of my Pedialyte. But it's cruel to deprive humans. Golly, Poppy, you're on one. Worked at D5 at LAC. It was the worst place I've been. Let me know about that D5. How was it? Did you ever hear about the IG page about COs? Good verbal. It got taken down by the FBI. Dude was putting everyone on blast. I did hear about that. I heard about that after a couple months ago. I never seen it. It would have been funny to see. All right, top tier. Did you ever work or know a CO that got into trouble and had to do prison time? Oh, yeah, Stacia, for the dope. Trafficking dope, bringing in dope. They got fed time. They're like 3 years or some shit. Some for the dope for state time. So, yeah, they go, man. Yep. Thank you for the tips. It really helps. For sure, Z, there's more to it, right? It's just kind of common sense. Know your surroundings. Use your alarm. Set your boundaries. What makes the grass grow green? Blood. Who's the most high power inmate you ran across? Ooh, you're going to ask me that question, Jesus. Oh. Okay. When I was... Okay, there was a very influential inmate that I spoke to. Conversations, interactions, right? He was a somebody, for sure, right? Now, there is no ranking structure. There is no rank number 1, rank number 2, rank number 3, 4, 5. But there are individuals that are more influential than other individuals. Meaning that when this person speaks, the voice travels. The voice goes far. The voice is heard. I had the opportunity to talk to somebody like that. It's interesting. But there were conversations like this. Like, there were conversations man to man. They were very matter of fact. I've covered this before. Right? You're going to notice that I don't say names. For sure, I don't say names. You're going to notice that I don't say things that are going to get me or somebody else in trouble in that manner. But those conversations where... I'm glad you bring that up, because we were on board with the same, hey, I don't want problems, you don't want problems, right? We don't want nobody to get hurt from either side, blue or green. And that was a clear understanding. Very, like, hey, man, you do what you have to do to keep your people in check. I'm going to do what I have to do to keep my people in check. Right now, I was just a lieutenant, but still kind of on a yard. That's how that works, right? So it worked for that time. It worked. But yeah, I did talk to those people. They're not they don't want chaos, man. They don't want chaos. They don't want chaos, right? They don't want free-for-alls. They don't want Wild Wild West. They've been in violence, man. They got to where they were at before participating in violence. Right? I'm not advocating for them. I'm just simply stating the facts, the truth, the 100% truth. Like this person didn't come up to me and be like, "What's up, fool? I hate green. Do you know who I am? Do you know who?" No, it was not even anything like that. It was, as a matter of fact, me and this individual didn't talk for a good months, right? Because we were feeling each other out. I know this, right? Because I know how to feel people out. I know how to observe people. He didn't need to talk to me. I didn't need to talk to him, period. When we did need to talk, we talked. So that's good, man. That's a good question. I hope I said that in the very professional, fair, firm, consistent manner, because that's how exactly, Pedialyte on my face. That's exactly how it went down. Don't name him. Fuck no, I'm not going to name him. Right? Serious. 102 people on here. Smash that like. It's 8 o'clock, right? If you haven't signed up for that Patreon, hit that link right there. The next three people to sign up are going to get the top tier perks. There's that little link right there at the top. What dates are you coming to SAC? Oh, yeah. June. Let me pull up my little calendar here. June 8th, Thursday, I'm going to be in Los Angeles. June 9th, Friday, I'm going to be in Hanford. June 10th, Saturday, I'm going to be in Soledad. June 11th, I'm going to be with my people in Sacramento. Hector, I'm sure there's a lot of stories from around the state that officers want you to talk about and they don't want to put themselves on Front Street. Yeah, Shorty, that's a fact, man. I be talking to these people behind the scenes. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's a network. There's people from all walks of life that are tapping in with the same mission and goal in mind. Bring some normalcy back to the California Department of Corrections. Straight up. Stop the buffoonery. Stop the unethicalness. To best leadership quality in any situation, job, relationship is communication. Yup. Lieutenant, you are always fair and professional. I appreciate that, Naomi. I appreciate that. You have to remember, I was young at one point, man. I was 17, 18, 19. I was a wild, wild individual. I was going to say a man, but I wasn't a man then. I was in the Army. I did a lot of dumb stuff in Iraq. I did a lot of stuff that didn't sit well with me. I did. So, I mean, we used to raid houses. We used to raid houses and snatch people up in the middle of the night, 4 a.m, kicking doors, dragging dudes, cuffing them up, zip tying them, putting blindfolds over their head, putting sandbags over their head. So when I joined the Department of Corrections, I wasn't a young cowboy. I had already gotten all that out of my system. I wasn't trying to prove nothing to nobody. I already knew what I was about. I already knew what I had been involved in, right? Maybe the problems that you see, the problems that you see are people that never did nothing prior to joining the department. So they want to use that opportunity to flex on somebody, to go extra on somebody, right? And it's like, hey, are you idiots? Stop, right? Like, that's where I came in, right? As a supervisor, that's where that came from. What what do you think about the CEOs rocking the blue line versus the gray line? I think I think I was gonna do a whole nother video too on, do people think prison guards are law enforcement? Right? People wanted to know, do you guys consider yourself law enforcement? Yeah, it varies. It varies. But the blue line versus the gray line, I think there was no gray line at first, so people started using the blue line, you know. What was weird? Yeah, we all have history, good and bad, but it was all education, Naomi. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that one quote, right? Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. How can we chat on the DL? Hector underscore Bravo for Instagram. Or my email, tormenttactical@gmail.com. I'm going to get off shortly. Drop your last questions, man. Good talking to everybody. There's 92 people on here. Smash that like button. Wow, the good one today. In order to maintain order in any environment, there must be a level of communication, some type of rapport. Yeah, so when they asked me if I ever had to communicate with those heavy influential inmates, they're down with the communication, right? They've already showed that they're down with the business. They've already proven that they can get violent. They've done that. They're where they're at because of that. They're trying to communicate, right? All right. You guys have a good night. Keep pushing forward.